society. Yeah, can you imagine that? Yeah, I could imagine that. Would you even take all that? Yeah, I think I'll take all that. Would you be willing to accept that your light is a curse, and every moment that it shines better plan for the worst? They wanna take.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this series, we're going to be going over Mercury and the houses, okay? And in this episode, we're going to be talking about Mercury in the first house, okay? Mercury in the first house. And the first thing to understand what Mercury in the first house is, first, Mercury, okay? Mercury in astrology is the planet that rules the mind, okay? And the mind deals with all functions and systems, okay? This is how we operate. This is how we make logical sense of everything. This is how we put 1 and 1 together and 1 plus 1 equals 2, okay? This is formulas, systems, how we function, okay? How we operate reality in a logical level. Mercury rules all of that. It rules the mind. It rules logic. It rules systems, messaging, communication, okay? We communicate all of this. This is how we communicate and share all this information, okay? Mercury is the communicator. It's the messenger. It rules all of that, okay? So these are all the stuff of Mercury in astrology. So when you have Mercury in your first house, the first house deals with your body, your physical body, your surface identity, okay? What you identify with, what people first see, your surface persona, your physical body, literally. So Mercury in first house people, the first thing I'll say is that these people are really smart people, okay? These people are smart heads because, again, Mercury deals with our mind. So if you identify, okay, which is the first house, your identity, with your mind, you're going to be all about communicating, learning things, okay? In order for us to like communicate stuff, we have to receive information, okay? So it's not just communicating, it's also receiving information, which is learning, okay? Processing information. So they're going to be all about learning. They're going to be all about learning facts, being logical, communicating with people, being able to communicate information, you know, all of these stuff. They're going to be very systematic, you know, they're going to understand routines and formulas. These people are very logical, great communicators. So again, when your Mercury's in your first house and you identify with Mercury and this is who you are, these people are very smart, okay, off the bat. Mercury in first house people usually have a smart edge to them. And it's a really good trait, you know, Mercury is the smart planet. So definitely a huge character trait with Mercury in the first house people. And not only are they smart, you know, because again, Mercury deals with like understanding, receiving information, learning, communicating, but they're big talkers, okay? Mercury in the first house is definitely a big talker, okay? Mercury is the planet of communication. These people talk, they love to communicate. You can even say they talk too much, but communication is definitely going to be their personality. And it's definitely going to be so much so because it's going to be on the surface level. This is the first house. This is what we present. So they're presenting you communication. They're speaking, they're talking. They're going to like to talk to people, like to give small talk, like to say, hey, this, tell you little information they know. Communication is a big part of their personality, and it's exactly what they identify primarily. So very big talkers, very social, and because they're big talkers, they're social, so they can make lots of friends. They can be social butterflies, and they can just know lots of people and get around a lot, because you know, when you're constantly communicating, that's how you make connections, okay? You make friends, you make connections, you know this, you know that, you learn this, you learn that. So very great networkers in that sense. You know, they really identify with, you know, communicating the gift and what it brings, which is connections, okay? So yes, definitely social butterflies, definitely can be very extroverted because this is the first house, this is what we put out, and if you're putting out communication, definitely. But Mercury is also has an opposite side, which is also receiving information, analyzing thoughts, okay? In order for us to communicate and put information out, we have to process it. We have to have a thought process. So it's definitely with Mercury the opposite, okay? So these people analyze a lot too, is basically what I'm saying. Mercury first house people, you know, there's a lot going in their minds. Yes, they talk a lot. Yes, they communicate, but they're also thinking a lot, okay? They're constantly receiving information, okay? These are the type of people where they can be even kind of jittery. and kind of nervous. And you could see it in them. And it doesn't even have to be so dramatic like they're nervous. It could just be like, you look at them and then they look at you right back. Like they're just always like peeping everything and like constantly picking up information and just looking everywhere and very conscious. They kind of have that because you have to understand this is Mercury. You put Mercury, this very systematic, jittery, rules like the nervous system, all about communications and all these things happening. You put that in the first house, which is your body. They can be very jittery, nervous type of people, very nervy, so that is definitely a trait with Mercury in the first house people. Also, even though they do have this nervous energy, another thing is that they also have very good body smart. Because again, the first house rules, your physical body, what we see. And when you have Mercury here, this is connecting your mind to your body. So these people can be, I can go as far as these people can be double jointed. It can manifest, Mercury in the first house can manifest in that way. It can be flexibility, not only like double jointed and flexibility, but also agility, very cool body smarts, knowing how to move your body, coordination. This could be even a good placement for even dance, because dance deals with the body, and being very intellectual and smart with the body, having Mercury in the first house. You can use that, with coordination and body movement, and being able to be flexible. Physical things like karate, sports, anything deals with agility and body movement and being able to coordinate it and operate it. Mercury in the first house is perfect for this because these people, again, like I say, very body smart. Okay, they can really pick that up because, again, you're connecting the mind, Mercury, the planet of the mind, to the first house, which is the house of your body, your physical body, your identity. So definitely a really cool trait with Mercury in the first house people. Also, Mercury in the first house people, like I said, very social, very fun people, just very like nice people. They're very open. They're always up for a nice conversation. And this makes them very enjoyable, very fun. They could be people who like know lots of fun facts and information, always a person who knows something or has something good to talk about. So, they're just very fun, great, entertaining people to be around. And it's a good trait. Mercury in the first house people could be very outgoing, because again, Mercury, this communicator, and then you're putting it in the first house, definitely out there socializing, being a social butterfly. So yes, that's Mercury in the first house, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know some people with Mercury in the first house, and, they're great communicators. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you did, book a reading with me, okay? I do astrology readings, on your natal charts, as well as tarot. You can email me and we could go further with that. Also, check out my music. I have in Spotify, Apple, and here on YouTube. I have all the links in the description box below. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.